So chest freezer is important because saves you trips to the grocery store. So I've got that. I figured I'd make this a home, and I finally got a painting for the wall. And then I'll take you to my bedroom. All right, so I've got, believe it or not, like, you know, I am a geek about this. I'm a geek about being a dad, about competing, and my job. Those are the three things that I you know, if anything defines me, is those three things. So in here, there's, although it might not seem like it, I've got it, the things that I have and where things are placed keep that in mind. I've kept that in mind, those things that define me. So I've got this full-size mirror strategically placed in that corner. And here's where that applies to the bodybuilding. Because when I'm getting ready for a show, I will, it's hard to find mirrors where you can see yourself from the top to the bottom. There's a lot of mirrors you can see from about here, or you have to step away to get a little bit of what your legs look like in the mirror. So I went out, splurged a little bit, and got this mirror. So I like that, and I've got lights here that are perfect lighting for, actually I've got some of them off here, but this is perfect lighting for posing. So I'll pose in front of this mirror. I'll adjust this a little bit. I'll pose in front of this mirror and get a good idea. Plus, with the sunlight as well, it makes for good, good lighting to kind of really see what you look like here. So, so I might as well take this opportunity and show you where I'm at 12 weeks out. This is something that I do probably every couple of days, keep track of where I'm at with my conditioning. Remember, this is 2 weeks out, and I want to kind of show you this because I want to kind of embarrass myself and show you where I'm starting out. This isn't by any means like this isn't something I would be proud of, if you will, but here's where I'm starting out. And you know, when you're doing bodybuilding, you never you know, with what you pose, you're never embarrassed to get into your underwear. So this is something I had to kind of learn as I went. So this is my conditioning at this point. This is going to be a relaxed front pose, and I'll kind of take you to the different ones. This is relaxed side, relaxed rear, relaxed side, front lat spread, front double bicep, side chest, side tricep, most muscular, now the rear poses. This is the rear double bicep. Rear lat spread. And last but not least, my least favorite, the abdominal and thigh. Okay, so I go through this routine every couple of days just to look at where my conditioning is. Some of the things that I'm looking for, where I look for improvements in my own physique, because these are the places that I know I have problems with, is separation in the quads. So I'm looking for that separation between the different the different heads of the quadriceps muscle or bellies. Here, you know, I'm looking for this to stick out more, the vastus medialis, the quad sweep, the vastus lateralis. It's been a long time since I reviewed these muscles. I'm also looking at what they call the Taylor's muscle, the sartorius, for that to start to show. I don't really see it much yet. You can kind of start to see it here a little bit, and you can see how it just runs down to the knee. But really where you distinguish yourself, it shows, is a separation between the quad and the hamstring. So, you know, that's always been a problem for me, getting that separation back there, getting some of the glute, see where the glute fibers come in a little more. Hopefully that'll come in a lot better. And then finally, when I turn around, the separation in the hamstrings, which isn't pretty much non-existent right now, but that's the idea for later. That's from the bottom. Then I start looking at the midsection. This section here takes a while for me. Here's where I put all my body fat. Again, as I told you guys once before, you know, I'm the last person should be on stage. This is a really bad problem area. You know, you've got this back here that it's you know, it's something that I have to trim down. You've got the lower abdominal fat here. Usually when I gain weight, I don't go out this way. You know, my belly doesn't get big. I just kind of get a sloppy look right here, right through here. Then I'm looking at my chest boxing out. You know, I've got somewhat of an angular chest, so I'm looking as I get leaner at this becoming more of a box. My shoulders are usually my strong point. They, you know, they'll have like some striations. You can see some muscle fibers already moving around in there, and that's not so much an issue. But yeah, so that's what I'm looking at the most as I'm preparing for a show. What's happening here? What's happening here? Mostly what's happening here. Everything else comes in okay. So as you can see, you would walk into my bedroom and not realize that I've got this set up for what I love to do, which is bodybuilding. And so this is a good example of that. This mirror's like really helped me out a lot as far as you know, just keeping track. You know, this is the first time I'm competing since my divorce. So you know, that's when I got this. But even during the off season, I keep track of how I'm looking. That's how I know when to back down. I have to be a little more careful with what I'm eating, or when I need to eat a little more because I'm getting too flat. So some might think of that as vain. You know what? The reality is, I've never been less vain than when I started bodybuilding. Once I started bodybuilding, I don't care what people think I look like. As a matter of fact, a lot of times I've been at places where people say, "Oh, that's disgusting," when I'm really lean. I don't care. It's about the sport, and that's what I like doing. So again, this can be viewed as vain, but this is how I keep you know, an idea of where my progress is. I use a scale as well, but the scale doesn't really tell me anything if I'm looking soft or I'm losing muscle. It doesn't really say. A mirror is the ultimate. And for those of you getting ready for a show, it should be yours as well. It's a mirror. Don't fool yourself. As you can see what I did there, I was very hard on myself. But that's not really being hard, it's just being honest with myself. I'm my worst critic, but how can I ever improve if I can't see the bad, I only see the good? If I only looked at myself from here up, hey, I'd be really pleased, you know, decent shoulders, decent chest, I'd be okay. If I never looked at my abdomen, I never looked at the back of my thighs, you know, I would not have an idea of what I really need to do to be competitive. So anyway, so this is my bedroom. I just want to show you this as well. This is my closet. Yes, I have a lot of clothes, but if you consider again, I've got my work clothes in there. my suits. I've got my going out, if you will, my casual, when I do go out, jeans, that kind of stuff, just kind of hanging out clothes. It really adds up to a lot. I got a lot of workout clothes, because, you know, I used to teach at a college here. I used to teach resistance training, so it just, I needed to be somewhat, I couldn't go in there in normal sweats. So I had to invest in a few workout suits. So my friends always make fun of me. I always match at the gym. I don't think it's that bad, but I do have a lot of clothes. So this is probably the one thing I splurge on, but I've kind of cut that as well. So there you go. I have a bunch of shoes that I still have in storage. So you would see all my workout shoes, workout sneakers, but anyway, so that's what I got. And then here the bathroom. You know, there's one thing I want to show you in the bathroom. My daughter in her little chair to reach the sink so she can brush her teeth. But here, this is my weight scale, and every morning I get on here, and I want you to just see where I'm at. You know, you consider about, I don't know, 3 to 5 pounds for clothes. So right now I'm at 232.8. So at 12 weeks out, so if you look at that, it would be we can round down to about 230. So that's where I'm at right now. So I weigh myself every morning after using the restroom without any clothes on. And I don't do it because I care so much about the number. It's just a frame of reference it creates. If I'm losing too much weight, I start to think, am I losing water? Could I be losing muscle? So I have, on a daily basis, an idea of where I'm at, and nothing gets totally away from me. You know, people don't, you know, for me, if I didn't weigh myself for 2 weeks and, you know, there's some things that could be happening that I don't know about, you know, and then it might be an uphill battle to kind of get that back in check. So something I like to do. Oh, another thing I want to show you is, remember I talked about coconut oil? I use this every time I come out of the shower. My daughter, same thing. This is something that you guys should start thinking about using on your skin. You know, a lot of the competitors, they tan a lot. Their skin starts to look leathery. When you're up there and you're presenting, you need to have everything going for you. It really distinguishes one bodybuilder from another that looks like they've prepared, like they've just groomed themselves very well. This has always been helpful for me. I put this on, I use it in my hair, so this is something that I think everyone should get into. And by the way, it's antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. You put this on and you go work out. Remember, you're at the gym. Sometimes your skin is touching a bench that, you know, someone could have had something, you know, that was on that bench previously. People are sweating on that bench. I put this on before going to the gym. It's I see it as kind of a protective barrier for my skin. So think about that. And also, like, I like it when I start sweating. It really keeps it really, you know, in the gym, it really kind of helps you look at exactly what you're, you know, how you're developing. Again, it might sound vain, but it's something that you need to know as you go along. So just one of the few things I want to mention in here. So that's my place.